Too many dreams, books, millionaires, ideas, skills, unfinished accomplishments are in the grave. Take a moment and think, what am I doing between the dash? You have to move right now because tomorrow is not promised. Join the Divine Connections movement in a couple of ways. 1, download the app for free. 2, subscribe to Divine Connections magazine. 3, if you have a book, a product, a service, gospel music, business, health and wellness product, church, or anything creative, join the Divine Connections Movement VIP and make a commitment to join a network that supports others, give you major exposure, customer retention, and customer engagement. To find out more about VIP, text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Welcome, everyone. I am your host and CEO of Divine Connections. So glad that you are here. Make sure you like and share and comment throughout this broadcast. We have a lot of great things to share with you on today. So Divine Connection is a faith-based and inspirational magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, moms, vendors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. And then twice a year, we have 2 major events. One in March is my anniversary, where we bring in choirs, quartet groups, moms, praise dance, vendors, and we network and worship together and celebrate another year. And then in October, we have another big event called Bring It. So we're bringing in praise dance, moms, vendors, gospel step team, spoken word, creative storytelling, nonprofit organizations, and we're doing that Saturday, October the 14th. So mark your calendar. I'm so excited about it. It's at the Mebane Arts Center at 11 a.m. So tickets are only $5, and 10 years and under are free, and seniors are free. We want seniors in there too, because we have a nonprofit organization that's going to be sharing with you some resources that are free for the seniors as well. And so we are going to give God glory, praise dance, moms, vendors. We want you in the house. So if you have an organization, a church, we want to get the word out there. So connect with me so we can help spread the word and get you at the event. All right. And so we're going to support these different ministries and these entrepreneurs because we're out here making it happen. And we have a lot of connections and resources available for you. All right. So we'll tell you a little bit more about that. You can go to divineconnectionsmagazine.com/events to get your ticket. All right. Then we have Divine Connections app that is now available. Just go to your Google store and your Apple store and download Divine Connections magazine. Make sure you install it and then create a profile so we can know who you are and what you do, because you never know what connections that you can make on there as well. We have ambassadors on the app that are professionals in their field, so you want to connect with them and see what resources they have available. Then we also have our store. Our online store is now available, so you can go to bit.ly/Divine Connections store. We have over 100 products for sale: hats, shirts, jackets, mugs, all of that with Divine Connections. All right. So let somebody know that you are Divine Connection, or be a blessing to someone and gift them a apparel or item that has Divine Connections apparel on there, and let them know that they are a Divine Connection. All right. So do that for us. Also, we have our podcast here on Wednesdays between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. every Wednesday to let you know who people are, what they're doing in the community, and how they are making it happen. All right, so let's give a little insight of what's getting ready to go down Saturday, October the 14th. Hold tight. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, so make sure you mark the calendar for Saturday, October the 14th. Now, check out Divine Connection Store. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now you can now go shopping. So check this out. Make sure you stay connected.
Well, I gave you all my love and
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, how do you stay connected or get connected with Divine Connections? Text me at 336-338-8903 or go to our email at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. And get the event tickets, go to divineconnectionsmagazine.com/events. Go ahead and subscribe to our email list so you can get all the good information. Go to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com for news and updates. We have a Facebook page, which is our business page, Divine Connections and Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections, one word, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Divine Connections. Make sure you click the notification button there as well. We are so excited because our current magazine is here and available hard copy as well as digital copy. And so go ahead and get that information, resources, connections, all in this magazine. And we are working on the next issue. The issues run for 3 months. So if you want to get in the next issue, go to the link also below. It have options where you can do half page or full page, but make sure you contact me first so I can see who you are and what you do. But go to our website and check it out, divineconnectionsmagazine.com/special dash pricing. If you would like to be a sponsor for the show and you have a 30-second commercial for your business or organization, let us connect and see how it fits or if it fits with our platform. We do a 3-month agreement for only $150 for your 30-second commercial. All right. So we would love to help you market your business and share it with the masses. If you have not heard, my second book is out, which I'm grateful for. It is called The Key Connector, How to Build an Empire Helping People. So I talk about the accomplishments I've done in my life as well as my business and how we make it happen. It's on Amazon. It's also on Walmart.com, or you can order it from me as well. And it's also in the bookstore, Next Chapter Bookstore in Ben Boys in Greensboro, North Carolina. So definitely go check it out. Find out how I do what I do with the help of the Lord. Okay. Awesome. And if you need a 30-second, a 60-second commercial for your business or your organization, we do that as well. So definitely stay connected. If you need one, we would love to create a custom 30-second, 60-second commercial for you as well. Also, our journal is available. It is called Making It Happen. Why? Because that is what we do, because you are a divine connection. We write the vision, make it plain, execute, and we celebrate. And I love what we do. So make sure all the things that you have, your desires, things you want to accomplish, write them down, right? And then pray to God how to get that strategic planning and principle done so you can make it happen, right? And then we also have our app. Go download our app from our your Google Play Store or your Apple Store, Divine Connections Magazine. Just type in Divine Connections Magazine, you'll see the logo. And then last but not least, go shopping at our store. We have so many products, okay? Over 100 products, bit.ly/, Divine Connections Store. And then if you wear it to the event October 14th, your name will go into a raffle as well. And then my birthday is coming up. So I want that to be one of my gifts that, and I look forward to seeing you there. All right. And so if you want to know what services I provide, go check out the website, divineconnectionsmagazine.com/services, and go from there as well and see the different options, the opportunities we have for you. All right. So that's all about Divine Connections. Make sure you take that information into consideration. Now, for the second half of this awesome podcast, we have our Miss Penny, our guest is in the house, and Miss Penny is going to talk about plant-based, which I love because we need to eat better and eat healthier so we can have more strength and energy and live longer. So let's get the professional in and let her share with you what she's doing, where she's from, and how she is making it happen in the community. Hold tight.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful. So happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome. I'm happy to have you here. So welcome, welcome. So let's get started. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Certainly. I am Penny, also known as Plant-Based Penny, and
Yes.
I'm originally from Richmond, Virginia. And after spending 34 years in corporate America, I moved abroad where I practice all things plant-based. And I actually also live in Greensboro, North Carolina. And I just heard you say Greensboro.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Awesome.
graduated from High Point University in North Carolina, right down the street from where you are.
Awesome. And I'm in High Point. So that's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Wonderful, wonderful. So tell us, how did you get started with all this? What happened in your life that made you want to focus on being plant-based or learning more about that?
Very good question. Well,
Yeah.
I actually always thought I was trying to be a little healthy, sort of, but I was not actually doing it the right way. I mean, I started off as a teen. I was taking diet pills. I was just starving myself at sometimes. And after years of just allergies and all kinds of problems, I decided, okay, I'm going to make a really good, purposeful change at this point. And
Mhm.
I did, but then I fell off the wagon. And then, as many of your listeners and people who are watching have probably had happen, family member passed, my father passed of a diet-related ailment. He had high blood pressure. And
Mhm.
so after that, it really hit home. But
Yeah.
even as some of you maybe have the same issue, I still did not. I knew I had to do something, but I didn't know exactly what to do. And
Yeah.
a lot of generational illnesses and things in our families, right?
Yeah.
That we know exist as diabetes, and I had cholesterol problems. And so finally, I just got tired of getting doctor bills, to just tell you the truth.
Mhm.
I just
Mhm.
got tired of giving my money that I
Yes.
was earning,
That's right.
to medications, to doctors, to MRIs and scans and specialists and all of that. And I was like, you know what? There's got to be a different way. There's got to be another way. And I think when my endocrinologist told me that I was going to be diabetic, and she says, "You're just going to be diabetic. That's just what you're going to be for the rest of your life." I'm like, well, wait a minute. It's got to be something else I can do. Nah, that's all you can do. So I basically went to the car, sat down, and I cried. And then after that, I said, you know what? I am going to make an effort to educate myself on
Yeah.
what it is that I could do, because I knew that there was something out there. And I was finally at that point that I need to make a change. And that's when I started making that definite change.
I love that. I love that. So what did you start with? And the research that you learned from, you have a whole new system now. So tell us where you got started from and where you're at now.
Well, that's a very good question. So, well, the first thing I started with was right here, okay? Because all change starts with the mind.
That's right.
And I was, God created the plants of the earth, and the plants are medicine, and your food can be your best form of medicine or your worst form of poison, one or the other.
Right.
And so I had to start there really with my mindset and spiritually making a commitment to myself, because I mean, keeping the body healthy is an expression of gratitude. And so we have one body temple.
Yes.
And so our expression of gratitude is in how we treat it, how I was treating my body. And so I started getting educated in by attending wellness retreats and also medical missionary school. And then my husband and I took the leap and we left the country. So when we left the country, I started studying with just gurus and practitioners, and those in other countries, they heal differently than we do. They don't go directly right into the doctor.
Right, right.
A lot of them are low, very low income. When we say low income, it's not, they are really low income. And so they don't have the readily available cash to spend on doctors. And so they use what their old Jamaican grandmothers use, their old African grandmothers, their old Asian grandmothers, because I spent time in Singapore and the Philippines as well.
Yeah.
And so they were using these plants as medicine. And so where I lived was 2 hours to a hospital by bus, or maybe an hour and a half to the hospital by bus. And so I lived in a rainforest on the beach. And so if I got sick, I didn't have a car either. So I had a bicycle. So if I got sick, I needed to know what to do. And I did get sick while I was there a couple of times. And so learning from those senior ladies there who would come and say, okay, no, we're gonna get this culantro. We're gonna break it up, and we're gonna put it into a tea, or we're gonna pull this particular. We're gonna use the soursop leaves from the soursop tree, or we're gonna use the guanabana. All the different things that they were telling me, because I got to practice it, it stayed with me.
Yeah.
And all of that knowledge I brought back with me back to the United States. And I'm back in the United States now, having recently returned. And so that information is what I use to help clients with now. So happy to do it.
Awesome. So, I want to know some of the different plant-based items that you use to, nurture your body.
One of my favorites is actually a simple one, is dandelion. And a lot of people may be familiar with that dandelion tea. So dandelion root. And so using the dandelion root, until the thing about Deloris, to our grandparents and great grandparents were, I guess, embarrassed out of using their plants in their yard. They used to grow poke salad. They used to grow creasy. My grandma called it creases, but they call it watercress. But the dandelions and all the other plants that they were growing and using as medicine. And so, but now they're selling them in specialty stores, expensive stuff. And so dandelion is good for your gut, good for your gut health. A lot of people have problem with bloating and things like that. Ginger root is another one. I would go out in the backyard and pull up the ginger root and wash it off and cut that up, put that in some teas. Very good. I take it when I'm traveling all the time as well. Charcoal is another really good one to have. I'll have that in my medicine cabinet whenever I travel. And I just have to tell you this story. When I was in Singapore, and I ate something I shouldn't have, and quite by accident. It was a potluck potluck type of. Then the dish looked good, so I ate it, and then And I was so torn up in knots. I was so bad off that my husband had to practically carry me to the cab once we were out. But before I knew, because I know my body, and we have to listen to our body. I knew I was going to be in a fetal position at some point. So I went to the pharmacist, and I'm sweating, I'm doing bad, and I said, in Singapore, after I found one who spoke English, and what can I take for the symptoms that I was having? And she gave me a pill, and she says, "Here, take this." And I turned it on the back to read what it was in the English section, and it was charcoal. And I was like, "Dang, I got charcoal back in the room. Why not think of that?"
Yeah.
And the thing about it, for years in those countries, they get paid if the patient gets well.
Wow.
Here, when do doctors get paid? When are the pharmaceutical getting paid?
Right.
Okay, so there's kind of it kind of works against itself. Now, there are really good doctors in the United States, and if I broke my leg today, I'll be happy to have a doctor and a hospital. I'm not speaking against any medical professional, nurse, or anything like that. I'm just saying that there are things that we can do for ourselves so that we don't have to spend all of our money on other options as well. Plus, plants have been around for thousands and thousands of years. Medicine has only been around since about 100 or so years, since Rockefeller started the Medical Association. So, yeah.
Wow. Awesome. I love that. So, like, do you have classes? Do you teach people things? Tell us about your services that you provide with that information and knowledge that you have.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. So, yes, I do. I actually do. I guess the two umbrella offerings that I have, and one is public speaking and the other is consultations. And so with public speaking, I do that. Actually, the last presentation that I did was for the Richmond Evangelistic Center, and that was actually for a Spanish speaking organization, church. And so that one was really great as well. So I just did that a few weeks ago. And so I do keynote speaking. Oh, I have a retreat. It's not my retreat, but I'm a keynote speaker for a retreat that is coming up at the end of September. That one is right outside of Richmond at the Rosalind Retreat Center. And also for the other umbrella being the consultations. So I do one-on-one consultations. I do group consultations. And there's also, it all starts with a free consultation. So the free consultation, because, I believe that God has put me here with a purpose and combine it with the passion so that I can help people. And so I have talked to people and they'll tell me, hey, I'm having a problem with blood pressure, or I'm having a problem with my cholesterol, or whatever it might be, kidneys. And I've been able to tell them, you know what? You don't even have to worry about going to the next level. If you can just do this, then you come back to me if you need to. But you can do this. Just do this, and this should make a change as long as you commit to the change in the diet. So public speaking, I represented my company when I was working in a bank for 34 years. So comfortable speaking on panels and all that. And so if people want to use my God-given talents in that way to impart the knowledge, happy to do that. And also I have a detox group coming up actually at the end of September after my retreat. October. And that was going to be great too, because it's going to give people an opportunity to help their systems. Your 70% of your immune system is in your gut. And so if your gut is not right, you are not going to be right. You may not see it today. It come out in your skin. It may be affecting your pancreas. It may be affecting your liver. And over time, you're going to start seeing mounting medical bills, mounting doctor visits, mounting weight, and mounting skin, hair issues. You asked me, was this on my hair? Yes, it's all. But a healthy lifestyle helps you have healthy skin, nails, hair, and internal organs and
Mhm.
clarity of mind, which is
Yeah.
really as well.
I love it. I love it. So let's give your website and how people can contact you. Share how people can contact you for any questions or information, or if they want to speak at engagements or one-on-one or group consultation.
Exactly. So the best way is probably going to be to my website, and you can actually subscribe to the website, and so that I
Okay.
can put you in the mailing list, so you know when the next time I'm going to be
Oh,
speaking,
good.
wherever it's going to be, and you can show up. And also, you can email me. And my email address is life@plantbasedpennylife
Mm-hmm.
life@plantbasedpennylife@gmail.com. Like, what? Wait, no. Life@plantbasedpennylife.com.
Okay.
And my Instagram is plant-based penny life, and my
Mhm.
Facebook is plant-based penny life, and my YouTube. I've just started a YouTube channel, so please
Okay.
keep
Okay.
it. It's plant-based penny. So
Okay.
yeah. So I'm just excited about the opportunity to help people
Yeah.
look,
I love
live, and feel well, because we got one life. God's given us a purpose
that
in
one.
this life. We can't do this purpose if we feel sick, or if we feel tired, if we feel fatigued, or
That's
we
right.
irritated. God's given us a purpose, so live in the
That's right.
purpose. But we have to have a healthy body to do so.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So share with us maybe one or two individuals that you have worked with
Hmm.
and maybe what their results were when they came to you and you shared their information about plant-based.
Very good. So there are a couple. One, I had a grandmother who, through circumstances, her grandchild was living with her, and
Mm-hmm.
her grandchild had not had a bowel movement in almost a week, and so she
Mm-hmm.
was in pain, and they kept going to the doctor, nothing was happening, and
Mm-hmm.
so I worked with Miss Hattie and her 9-year-old granddaughter, and
Yeah.
just gave them some recipes of things that she needed to drink. And
Mm-hmm.
and she called me back like 2 days later. She's like, she pooped. I hope I don't insult anybody's sensibilities. But hey, if you can't go, whether you're an adult or a child, you're going to
That's
go
right.
for some relief, okay?
Right. Right.
And so that's actually one of the top three reasons that people contact me. And so that was just very beneficial for her, because there were a lot of things going on in her life. Stress, can
Mhm.
negatively impact us as
Yeah.
well. I also had a lady, and her blood pressure was 170 over 100, which is very critical. It's not good at all. And so
Mhm.
um, I had a 95-year-old aunt, and
Mhm.
she would take hot baths when she had high blood pressure. You would think that would be, the opposite, but your body's going to work to cool itself down. And
Mhm.
so that, along with the other steps that she need to take with diet alterations, were important with her. And she was so happy. One, not only did the blood pressure go down, but she also had some joint pain that went away from
Mm.
that. And so that one, another person who was drinking coffee, like 5 cups of coffee a day, when they did
Mhm.
the detox, they were like, I don't know why I'm not craving coffee. And so, it's amazing the results that we get when we use the plants as medicine, the food as medicine, because
Yeah.
your worst form of poison or your best form of medicine, one or the other.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So let's end with some words of encouragement.
Most definitely. I think that, especially say in the African American community, there are some generational challenges that we have as it relates to our health, and
Mhm.
we can compare our history and say things run in the family, but it doesn't run in the family. It's actually the habits that we have that run in the family,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
they can be addressed if we're actually committed to making a change and actually not just like listening to the broadcast or listening to podcasts or listening to your fabulous YouTube channel and listening to information, but actually taking action.
Yeah.
So, I believe that one of my purposes for being here is to help people look, live, and feel well. And so helping people move from their problem to progress so that they can be the best parent or spouse or friend that they can be and live in their unique purpose.
I love that. And do you have recipes that people can use, or when they call you, you share that with them as well? You were saying do you have a book or anything like that?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do have a book. And actually, I'm a co-author in the book where I talk about my experience living abroad.
Mm-hmm.
So that particular one talks about how I almost died when I lived in Costa Rica and how I got through that process. And it's called Pearls, Pearls. And actually, when you go to my website, it's all listed on there. On my website, I have a product store, and so it shows you where all the things, which includes the books and the detox session and the one-on-one sessions, and all that is there for you. So just plantbasedpennylife.com. I'm happy to talk with you and to help you in some way that I can, whatever way I can.
Awesome. Love that. Love that. Listen, you guys, make sure you stay connected. Go to her social media, go to her website, tap into what she has. We want to live as long as we can. We want to be as healthy as long as we can, to be a blessing to ourselves, our family, and our churches, our communities, and our workplaces, and everything that we do. So we have options, okay? There are options out there. And so she'd love to share that with you. So Ms. Penny, thank you for being my guest on today. I appreciate it. Thank you for what you do, because it's definitely much needed. And we would love to connect with you. So you guys make sure you like, share, and comment throughout this broadcast. And we would just say thank you, and we appreciate it. And thank you for being my guest.
You're quite welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hold tight. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. We'll be right back.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution. So get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now. Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.